Hey Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!
Welcome here to Martensville, where we are watching the Saskatchewan Mixed Provincials, this game being played between Criton and Hall. This is the B semifinal. Winner will go on to play Saturday at 10 a.m. between the winner of Shutra and Meacham, who is also playing right now on the other sheet. Here we have Hall's lead, Mary Angle.
Awesome.
The
Here we
Hall
go.
team features. Oh, is that Ryland Kleider right here?
Joining in now. Just getting on here.
Welcome, Ryland, to the stream. We just started.
Awesome. Going to be a good night of curling here.
It's going to be fun. Looks like Hall has hammers, but we got that wrong on the scoreboard there down there, so just ignore that.
Look at this. We got rocks in play right off the start here.
Can't ask for anything more. Trying to go with the box setup. Mary ended up being a little bit wide, but making Kyle play the chase. Kyle Chirpin, second for Team Criton. And you got Rachel Schleckler and Mandy Seltzer on the broom there. And this one's going to end up crashing on the guard. And that's going to have to go back to where it is, as it is the 5 rock rule, as well as no tick. Rock on the center line. 8 ends, 1 timeout per team, and 30 minutes of thinking time per team. And 8 ends.
Looks like with that red one being off the center line, Josh Mattern's going to have an opportunity to either tick the center guard or even go for the one in the house.
Yeah, and that's true. He's from the other hack as well, so he can see even more of this than the camera would be showing you on the screen. That's Ashley Teveno there on the left, taking the sweep. She's been a skip the last couple of years, but been playing mixed doubles for most of her career as well.
Doesn't quite remove the red one, but leaves the yellow in a good spot for now.
Is lying 2 as well with hammer. Kyle Chirpin with his second rock in the first end, being asked to play the hit on the center line and roll under if he can.
On it, and it just sneaks by the red one at the back. Great
Nice
shot
sweep there from the girls.
Couple options here. Looks like they're looking at maybe just throwing the double, But I think it looks like they're chatting about where the shooter's going to end up, if it's going to leave a double right back.
That's what I was looking at. You're going to roll maybe a rock to the left at most if you play the double. And it will leave maybe a quarter rock double in return for Seltzer, who is third for Team Criton, if I'm pronouncing that right. Here's Joshua Mattern's second rock in the first end.
Big sweep from Ashley. Gets it by. Nice roll under there. Great sweep.
All thrown rock.
Now it looks like Mandy's going to be asked to throw a run back here. Try to get at least one of the yellows. There's definitely a chance that you could get both of them here.
Kyle Turpin now taking over to make it curl. Coming back in is Rachel for the sweep to keep it straight. Hits the one, hits the yellow. Voids, no, takes the back one with her, but will lie shot under cover.
What a great shot to keep it there under cover. Sort of makes Team Hall have to chase them now on the next shot.
From lefty Josh to the right-hander Ashley Teveno, third for Matt Hall. Being asked to play the run back here. Mary coming in to knife, couple late licks to make it curl, makes contact with the guard, gets the one in the house. Matt Hall with the sweep to get it out. And it might have just spun back. Let's take a look.
Yeah, it looks pretty close there. Is it hanging on?
I think it's just hanging on.
Just barely. Just barely.
There's a look at it. Tough to tell from the camera here, but it does look like it's in. But still a great throw from Ashley.
It looks like the shooter rolled to a great spot as well. So
Did it ever.
it's fully guarding that yellow one there now.
Let's look at this from the overhead. Do you think that if you hit a quarter rock on the right-hand side, that yellow's coming back with some spin and you're going to triple these?
Looks pretty close, honestly. You should at least touch it.
I think so.
Just a matter
Mandy
if it
Seltzer's
can- if it
second
can
rock
miss
in the
that.
first end. Kyle Turpin on it right away, playing the out turn at it. He's got to try and hold this to catch a piece. And it will catch a piece, but just yellow spins out. The way that was coming in, I think the triple was there. That was coming right on line.
I think so too. It would have had enough spin on it for sure.
That'll leave us with Ashley's second rock here in the first end. Hall with hammer, lying shot rock. Ashley going to split the house and try and avoid doubles for the rest of the end until Matt has a free hit or draw for two. Is my strategy right there, Skipper?
You betcha. Yeah, the sweepers like this one too. Working on it at the end here. If they can get this even with that other yellow rock and, like you said, leave no double, that's the best place to put it. And they've put it in a perfect spot. A great judge there and great throw.
I would say there's no double there.
I don't know, how hard can you throw again?
The Ross White spinner, maybe. I'm going to still say no, but... Anyway, Crichton's going to try and group these over to the left side. He's going to roll. He's going to go behind T-line, but that's not his concern at this point. It's just trying to get closer to that other yellow.
Yeah, if you can try to group them up, maybe there's a chance, but it's probably a little bit too late to set up a double.
Rachel Schlettler on the broom, trying to keep it straight. Looks like they got 3/4 low, and we'll roll it right to the pin.
Great shot. I think that's about as good as place as you can put it. And if Matt Hall hits this right on the nose, there might be a chance for a double.
Yes, Matt is going to have to roll back to where Ashley had her draw. This whole team played earlier today at 12:30, and they beat Ackerman, and now they are playing here, and this is the B semi. If anyone was wondering, the winner will play in the B final tomorrow at 10 a.m. against either Shutra or Meacham, whoever wins out of those two.
Josh is on this right out of the hand.
He's working from start to finish. Try and roll it out if you can. And we'll nose it. Still a very flat double. Depends on how much Mitch can throw. Looks like he's just going to try and play the hit and roll.
Yeah, the hit and roll beside it's a great result too. Could be a tricky 2 for Team Hall then.
Yeah, for sure. With this call, your best result is to have Matt play some sort of touch weight shot, something that's not a guaranteed deuce. Here you have Criton's last rock in the first end, trying to make a nice, precise hit and roll. Rachel Sloucher on it. Now Turpin takes over to try and get a couple late licks of curl. Makes contact in the roll.
Really good effort there. Just
Really
a little
close result, yeah.
Just a little bit more curl, but great result.
Well, Hall with the outturn, open hit for 2 to start the game. Mary on the right, Josh on the left. This will be Mary's rock if it needs to be held straight. Just a couple clean strokes. Now she's being asked to hold it straight. This one is moving quite a bit. Gonna have to hold this one.
Does it hang on? Just barely.
How are you?
To get the deuce.
2-0 Hall after 1.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
Kind of cool. Oh, and welcome back to the second end here in Martensville. The Saskatchewan Mixed Provincials B semifinal between Criton and Hall.
Yeah, we had a well-executed first end, quite a few runbacks made by both teams. Team Hall was able to split the rings there to cash their 2. And now Criton's going to be looking to answer back here in the second end to even things up.
Looks like we got the classic setup. Center guard followed by a corner guard. Now Mary's going to play the come around here. Mary Angle making her return to curling next year. Don't know if you saw the news a couple weeks ago about her new team.
Yeah, she's joining back up with a former teammate, correct? Or a couple of former teammates?
You got Rachel Big Eagle. And you got Robin Silvernagel and Skylar Ackerman. If I'm not mistaken, that is the team.
That's correct, yeah. Yeah, that'll be an exciting new team based out of Saskatchewan.
That'll be a great team. Rachel Big Eagle, formerly Rachel Erickson, if you're wondering who that is. Is now known as Big Eagle. And now you have Criton's lead, Rachel Schlechter. Butch that one, but I'll just call her Rachel from now on. Makes 2 nice ones to start the end with Hammer.
It's a great setup. You got, looks like it's tucked under pretty good around the corner guard. You don't have to ask Josh to try to chase around there.
So again, here comes that lefty thing into play as Josh can see a little bit more of this rock than you would from the other hack. And with the swing of the ice that James has here in Martensville, should expect this one to not even hair the guard and still make contact with the rock. Mary on the right, trying to knife this one over, go for curl. Plenty of room by the guard. It's about a quarter or a third of the red.
Moves it out. Can't quite hold the shooter, though. Great shot, a great sweep to carve that over there.
Second here, Kyle chirping.
Nice to make it, tuck it under there a little bit more and make it a little trickier on Josh to try to chip that out. This line is looking good.
This one might over curl.
Almost peeking out on the other side, it looks like.
Kyle must have heard me say about the Josh lefty hack because now he's got less of this than what a normal thrower would have.
Yeah, he's showing Josh the right side of the rock by overbearing it there.
Smart man.
Looks like they're still going to take it on here. Like you were mentioning with all the curl that James gets into the ice, this is a very makeable shot.
Mary working it, trying to get it by the guard. You got to get it by the guard first, and it'll just hit the guard. And the red will stay shot rock. Criton sitting 1.
Now that'll push it over and still leave a corner guard there for Criton to use here.
Yes, that's also making Josh play the board side in is different because if Josh was able to play inside out and ticks the guard, it probably is not a corner guard anymore. But ticking this slightly still leaves a guard.
Absolutely, yeah. That was a great rock placement by Rachel and Mandy to get Kyle's first one to overbury a little bit and get into a tricky
I got to work
spot.
on this one. Looks like it's going to come up short. Well, Josh cleared up the path so that Ashley has the wide open hit here with her intern. Joshua on the inside, Mary on the outside. Mary a couple licks, running out of rooms with the boards, and they'll just make the hit and roll out.
Gonna give Mandy a free draw here to get one around the two corner guards there.
Now with Kyle's there, they ended up freezing on that guard. There might be some drag and automatically have something coming straight back. If anything is undercover there, not much you can really do because you obviously want to be undercover.
Absolutely. You almost want this right behind it, right in line with actually the higher red rock. So when they do send it back, it comes straight back and stuffs it there.
Well, man who knows his angles, ladies and gentlemen, Rylan Kleider. Oh, this one
took a turn.
Can they get a biter at least? And they will. Top of the house, half buried. That one, I don't know if that one grabbed something. That just went sideways at the end.
Yeah, that really took off. I didn't think they were going to get anywhere near the guard halfway down.
And that had plenty of weight. It's not like it was light. They ticked it and still rolled it into the rings.
Absolutely. It looked like it caught Criton and the sweepers off guard there.
All ignoring shot rock of Criton's top 12. Playing the out-turn draw around, using that red rock as another guard. Mary and Josh working this one right out of the hand. Mary on the inside. Get it by the yellow, yes. Can they get it by the red? There is not enough speed.
Quite.
Just short of the rings.
Line would have been perfect as well. They had that down. Now Mandy's going to be asked to put another one around, and it'll be tricky to get them out if this one's placed really well around the middle.
That is true. Chance to lie 2 with hammer in the second end. Chirping on the inside. Rachel on the left. Plenty of room here.
Yep, just cleaning. The sweepers like it. On and off. A bit of curl at the end, right to the tee line.
Nice weight there by Mandy.
Absolutely.
Good judge by the sweepers, Kyle and Rachel.
Red sitting 2.
Well, Hull ignored the open one on Ashley's second. Means he's not scared to have rocks in play. But he's going to have to make a nice freeze here. He could maybe bump it on the nose a rock if he has the line and weight. Obviously, line more important. Looking for the freeze here, Matthew Hall. Mary takes it out of his hand. Now she's off. Josh with a couple clean strokes. You got to lock this one right on the nose there. This one's hanging out there. Gonna have to curl and come down.
They're backing right off it now.
Try and get it by now. And they will get it by. Try and tuck a piece so that they can't hit and sit 3. 14-2. On that hog to hog there.
All right, so you're kind of looking for high 14 seconds is probably the speed. Maybe even get away with some 15 if you're sweeping it the whole way.
I think so, with a couple paths thrown in a row. This will be the third time with this path here, so you might see this be the quickest part of the game right now.
Absolutely. And second end here, it's had a chance for the ice to fully get worked in as well. So
Critton's first in the second end. Already sitting 1 right on the pin. Looking to make it 2. And have Hall looking at a few. They got to get it by first. Kyle on the sweep on the inside. Mandy helping her. They got to get this by the yellow. Got to get it by.
Done
That's
it.
good. Lock it right on the nose. Kyle, start to finish. What a sweep and what a shot.
What
by
a great
Mitch
shot.
Criton.
What a great shot. Leaves Matt Hall no choice but to try to just lock it on there and try to hold them to 2 now. That was a great sweep. What a shot.
Yeah, you play the freeze here. They may have an in. I don't even know if the intern side is there to draw to the button.
Yeah, it looks pretty tight to me, just based on the amount of curl that we're seeing. To get by that corner guard and get a piece of the button looks pretty tricky, but maybe you can play like a back 8 weight and just chip off your red and hang around in the 4-foot for 3. We'll have to see how good Matt Halls ends up here.
Yeah, with that being said, Matt's better off, just biting the 8-foot light versus heavy, obviously, because that gives Criton a chance to use the path that he just threw.
Absolutely, yeah. Top house is definitely the pro side here.
Don't want to bounce it off. And he will freeze it in between the 2. Red is shot rock still.
Yeah, red sitting 2. I think that yellow ended up in a pretty good spot. It's not super easy to get a 3rd point in there. Looks like they might try that shot, the back 4, back 8 shot, and just try to chip off your red.
Do you think it's possible to play the out turn, back 12 and get half a rock low on that yellow? Would that work?
Ooh, it looks close. Like you're playing it tight. I want to say the risk would be is you might only end up with 1 that way.
Yeah, if you ever catch it high side or throw too much weight.
Mm-hmm. But I do think it's there with the way that the ice is curling. I do think that that's possible. I really like this call, though. I think this call, you have no risk, guaranteed your 2 points, and you have a pretty good shot at getting 3 here.
This is going to be one of those shots where you have to hug the corner guard, and then you are going to hug the center line, red. Perfect line and perfect weight required here. You're going to see a lot of back and forth between the 2 sweepers.
Mandy Seltzer on the line call here.
Rachel taking this one early. You got to get close to the corner guard, and this one looks like it's curling real early. Going to have to save this one to get it by top 12. They're digging at it. Rachel on the broom gets it by top 12, but do they have the weight up to their red, and they touch it? So you're going to take a look. Looks like it's just 2.
Yeah.
What a great attempt.
Great throw at that. Maybe a foot or 2 more weight, and it's made. That was a really good throw, good sweep, good call.
Can't miss it any closer than that. We got a tie game after 2 ends of play here in Martensville.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Welcome back to Martensville here, joined by my associate and teammate Rylan Kleider.
What a great night for some curling out here.
I agree. When Mixed Provincials is here, you know spring is on the way. Couple more weeks, and maybe that'll be the end of the snow. But gotta play through this weekend first. We got a good one. Tie game in the third end. Hall with last rock. Rachel with the high guard on her first one. You can't quite see it on your right-hand side of the screen. And places her second one very nicely. Top of the forefoot.
Yeah, we've had a very exciting first two ends. Lots of rocks in play. Lots of touch shots, run backs. It's been entertaining to say the least. Looking forward to continuing on here and seeing what the third end brings us.
Mary Engel trying to play the freeze. Ended up going heavy on her first rock when she was asked to go top 4. Now she's asked to go top 4 again.
And locks it right on. Great judge. Great
That's how you
speed.
come back after a miss.
Kyle Chirpin being asked to freeze it right on that yellow and keep a good angle so they can continue to use that.
Now you can afford to bump this if you can get all the way to nose. But you can't bump it if you're on half a rock like this. Okay, not bad. Has the angle there on that yellow.
Yeah, that's okay for now. Definitely a high guard there, so there's still lots of room for both teams to get around and make some freezes and taps. It's all about just trying to get their angles right here for the first 4 rocks.
The southpaw, Joshua Mattern. The classic curling end of playing the freezes and winning the angle of the battles. Mary sweeping the rock. This one might be a little light as it is curling early.
Yeah, it's
Ashley helping her out.
losing the line on this one.
Just didn't have the weight on that one, unfortunately. Full sweep to get it to a 3 guard there.
Unfortunately, that one will help Criton a little bit.
Yeah, acts as another guard.
Other guard. So it looks like Mitch is going to ask Kyle to put another guard and take away that yellow, so they can't just tap it and remove their red one. Expect we'll see Team Hall go up and either try a run back or a double peel.
Peel.
Where's the bananas?
All right, Josh. How fast do you think this one's coming down the ice? Over, under 7.1 seconds.
Under. This will be a 6-3.
All right, let's see. (6-6-3), so under 7-1 by quite a bit. You were right. A little bit of anger in him after missing the first one. extra bit of steam on that one, but stuffed it and didn't move anything in the house. But at least they got the high one out of the way, the shooter.
Yeah, stuff. It looks like Mitch was going to ask Mandy to replace that one. Sort of guard a little bit of each of those guards to make the run back difficult.
Chirpin and Rachel laying off of this one. Just a couple clean strokes there. This one's might find the hole. And it will. Try and do that again. But, I mean, it's still guarding, so what is that going to leave Hall here?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's still got to take on the Reds. Just there's not a good angle to play the yellow back, as you can't really remove both those Reds. So he's going to make a play on the high red one and try to open things up over there. Definitely got to be a bit careful. If you have something come back into the house the wrong way, you might be leaving red sitting too.
Ashley in the hack. Lifelong skip, other than a couple of years. Definitely has the hit weight in her. It's a nice weapon to have, obviously. Joshua working on this one. Trying to keep it straight. And will miss the run back by quite a bit and only take the top one. Over curling about half a rock on that one.
Absolutely. Still leaves the two guards out in front. Looks like they're gonna aim to replace that on this one.
Seltzer's last rock in the third end. Looking for a guard. She's coming with a little bit more weight than she wanted, but that's actually pretty good.
That ends up in a great spot, unless there's some drag to get back on the yellow, but I don't think
I guess we're both
going anywhere. Yeah.
Ashley playing the intern again. She just threw. We'll see. It looks like they probably want to try and hit a third on the left-hand side there, if you're looking at the Matt Hall view. Mary trying to curl it. Looks like it's going to be about a quarter rock here. Oh.
Whoa, that was weird. Pushed them both into the rings.
I should have saved the replay on that one.
You don't see that too often.
No, you don't. And thank goodness for Team Hall. If you're a Hall fan, that they have hammer. Otherwise, Red will be looking at a few here.
Absolutely. And at this point, Red is definitely winning a bit of the angles game. Is that one at the back is, or the one, you can't really get rid of both of them in one shot. So,
no, the only thing you can do is probably play a nice, not a big weight shot, but a run back on that right hand red top 12 and hit a half of the yellow and lose the back red. But then Criton might have a stuff in return. So what is he playing here, Rylan? I might have missed what the call was.
I also missed what they decided on, but based on the ice, I'm going to guess they're playing some sort of tap.
Yeah, he only had the broom slightly outside edge of 4. And James has the ice running. I think it's about 4 feet of curl, maybe a little bit more for some of the teams.
Well, it looks like they're going to take away they were trying to take away the red ones. So they couldn't just run that back.
That's the one I called.
I wonder if it did the job. It looks to be half open.
Yeah, but you got to almost cross nose a hair to stuff that yellow back there. Now that is a halfway guard, maybe slightly higher.
I think they're thinking even if they make that on the first one, I'm not sure that Matt will have a shot on his last still.
Well, we talked about winning the angles game this end, and Criton so far has done that and forced Team Hall into peeling and opening up the front. Unfortunately, they missed contact 3 or 4 times in a row on any of the rocks in play in the house.
Yeah, they just couldn't quite make any noise in the house, the Criton team has really managed these rocks well and placed them right where they needed to put some pressure on.
Well, you can see the time clocks above the scoreboard there. You get 1 timeout, 8 ends of play, so you can't just sit here talking all day. You got to pick your shots on which ones are more important to discuss. Definitely taking their time with this one, though. Now, what do you think he's playing here? Is he trying to slash the red onto the yellow and miss the middle red?
It looked like he was thinking he could have a chance to get all 3, but I just see the 2 reds and the yellow leaving the rings.
That's tough to miss that yellow and clip that back red.
Yeah. I'm thinking he's trying to get rid of the 2 top reds and maybe hold the shooter over in the 12-foot.
I guess we're going to find out here. Matt Hall. But this one's got a curl. Joshua Madden right out of the hand. He's not going to catch a big piece of it. And a small piece indeed.
Just chips it over. Leaves the red shot still on the 4-foot.
Well, there you go. Criton was looking at the ice that he had for his last one and now looking at where he needs for center line.
It looks like the guard is on the way.
Yep, just straight guard that on the center line. 2.5, 2 guard, even a 3 line more important here.
Absolutely. Do we think Matt has room to throw the draw on the outturn side, or is that yellow guard in the way?
Ooh, good question here. Let me switch the camera so I can get a look. I forgot that was even there. Yeah, I'm going to say I think the only way you get by that is with the outturn spinner.
Yeah. Well, let's see how Mitch Criton's guard ends up here. Looking to guard most of that red rock in the front.
They were carving it there for a bit. Looks like it's pretty good. Just got to settle down. Weight is spot on. And a nice guard there.
Spot. Perfect spot. You can always show that half of the rock because there's no way to get the other red out.
So is this the draw or is he playing the hit and roll?
Looks like he motioned for the hit and roll. I think it might be a little bit of a guess out here for speed if he was throwing the draw. So it looks like they're electing to throw a little more weight and try to get the flat roll to the button.
Well, there's no harm in trying this. It's impossible to give Criton more than 1 here. Matt Hall with his last rock in the 3rd end. Looking for the upweight hit and roll. Josh trying to hold it straight. This one is moving, and it will fly out of the house as he hits half a rock. resulting in a steal of 1 for Criton, who will take the lead for the first time in the game, 3-2 after 3.
Who knew after 20 years in real estate I'd have to make silly videos for Instagram and come out behind a tree?
Stu, we need to do this stuff.
Why can't I just door knock into open houses like I did in the old days?
That doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so it's because I'm sitting here behind a tree. Come use us for real estate.
All right, real talk for a second. If your snack situation hasn't changed in years, maybe it's time for an upgrade. The Chocolate Lab makes legit chocolate that's worth paying attention to. That's it. Back to whatever you were doing.
We are back here in Martensville. 4th end coming up. A steal of 1 by Criton, as Hall couldn't quite make the hit and roll. That end, we were talking in the commercial break that end was won with the angles there by Criton the entire end.
Yeah, Team Hall tried a couple run backs, and Criton's angles and their guards were great and spot on and didn't really leave much room for error for the Hall team. Just kept the pressure on the whole time that end. You see the center guard go up, corner guard go up. It's going to slide too far.
So after putting up the corner for the first one by Mary, she goes a little heavy with her second. Here's Rachel and her second rock. Played the guard on her first. Looking to draw top 4 top button. And this one will go back 4. Now Matt asking Josh to draw top 4. See who can get there first. Josh came up light on his draw last end. Looking to get the right weight here. Only Mary's on the sweep. Ashley's telling her, no, no, no.
Looks like it's hanging out there as well. It's got some room.
Got it. Curl and sit. It'll be just a rock heavy. It will be shot rock. But Ashley was trying to tell Mary to stop sweeping it. But yellow does sit 1. All rocks behind T-line.
Looks like Kyle's going to be asked to come down and lock it right on the yellow here. That'll shrink the scoring area as well, making it a little trickier for Matt Hall's team with hammer. This one's looking good coming in.
It is looking good. Gonna play the little tap on it. Get slightly low. And they will. Sits right on the pin. Nicely done.
Yeah, great spot.
So it looks like they're playing to unlock some things as the broom is just outside middle of 8. Freeze is good too here, but if you have right on the nose, unlocking some rocks when you have hammer and the angles aren't in your favor will work. This one definitely tighter than the last one. Now Mary hopping on to sweep. Ashley coming to help her out. Try and hold this one on the nose. Give it a tap. Murray angle. Holding it. Couple strokes. And we'll bump it and sit right in front of the 2 reds. Nice weight there by Mattern.
Absolutely, yeah. That's still in a very usable spot.
Starting to look like the line drill that all teams practice for line, obviously. See how many rocks you can get on the center line, working your way all the way from back line up to the hog line.
Mandy here looking to lock one on the top of the yellow and really shrink the scoring area. And they're on it.
Rachel's got the inside of the rock there. Helped by Kyle Chirpin. And a terrible time to switch the camera angle on my part. There's the rock. Top 12. The line drill is still alive.
It's not a bad spot for now.
No, it is not.
Kind of blocks Team Hall from being able to do anything with that yellow. So great result there from Mandy Seltzer.
See if they can stick these all on the center line. Go stuff, 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 stuff. This is a long run back. Asked here by Ashley Tevenot. The outturn peel. Mary now keeping it straight. This thing is moving. Will it make contact with the second rock? No, it will not.
Just goes by. So close.
And unfortunately, kind of left the yellow there as well.
Absolutely.
Now that was a far run back because she didn't miss that by much.
No, left the shooter right out in front. Shooter did not roll very far. Looks like Maddie's going to be throwing a guard up on there. Do we know who shot there? Almost looks like red.
Let's see. Oh,
It's
you're
pretty
right.
close, though. It's pretty close.
I would say it's red. Let us know in the comments who shot. If nothing else
that
gets
is
touched,
close.
I think we'll find out. But back to the action. Wrong camera. There we go.
There it is.
Well, this
Hoping
one's
to keep
gonna-
it there.
Oh, that one's gonna overcurl and expose almost all of the red.
Yeah, it looks like they might have room to get around there and hopefully
No.
try to tap up their yellow.
Looks like Matt wants to play the split. Would you be playing like a 10-second nose hit, or maybe not even 10 seconds?
Yeah, I like that call. I like the down weight as well. If you can ever, like what Matt was kind of calling, like you hit and roll on that and just touch your yellow so it moves those reds at the back. That would be great. I think you kind of set yourself up for a potential 2 that way. Definitely want to make some noise there on the button and in the forefoot.
Well, Mary's taking the sweep on this one. It will hit about 3/4 and okay, and now we know yellow is shot rock.
Confirms it.
take another look at this one as I'm learning the replay button. That's not the replay.
Replaying Mike McEwen shot.
Okay, it's fine. Let's watch this one. McDonald McEwen. Oh, it's jumped sideways. Can they hold it? I know the result. No, they can't. Okay, hopefully this takes us back to our feed now.
Every time you click the replay button, that one's just going to show up.
Uh-oh. Let's see if I'm smart enough to figure this one out. Might have to send a text here to the man in charge. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm just getting a black screen here too.
Yeah.
You were getting too confident with the replays there.
Well, I was given advice on how to use it. Thought I'd figure it as well. There's a save replay button and plus replay button as well. Okay, well, I'll try my best to describe what's going on because I have two cameras here and I can see. Turpin's curling it in, playing the freeze on the shot rock, which is now yellow. And he will freeze it, actually. Oh, we're back.
Looks like we're back.
Yes.
Oh, you got a red one right in there around everything. That's a great shot.
Yellow still appears to be shot rock. Okay, so we missed a couple shots, but no big deal. Now this is, would this be Matt's first rock? Yes, Matt's first rock with hammer.
Yeah, is this the run back to try to right back onto the red?
I think so. Mary, trying to hold it straight. This one is going to easily overcurl. They're now going to call it audible and play the split.
Looked like,
And we'll...
Is that possibly a tap call? Or maybe just a little bit less weight than they were hoping to see?
It might have been a little bit less than they wanted, that, or either not enough stick. But what can Criton do here?
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to be able to change up much. It looks...
Can you throw heat or nose that yellow and you'll lie to... That might leave a double in return for Hollow.
I see what you're saying, though. If you hammer that on the nose, you might be able to spin out of the forefoot.
What if you did it with board or hack and just try and create, like, have two reds beside each other and that yellow will only roll slightly to the left, creating a wall that red will not be able to be lost.
I like that. If you can spin that red just off the button, or just spin it off the button, I think that's really good. Probably would have a tricky score of 1. I don't know how he gets 2 right now, though. Is it the long? Yeah, I don't know how he gets 2. Do you see a shot for 2?
Right now, let's get the other view on here.
Like, it might be that corner run back into the yellow.
Ooh, I like that.
That might be the only shot for 2 right now. Looks like Mitch. They might be seeing that. It looks like they're going to throw something up in that direction to take it away. Yeah.
Well, here's Criton's last rock in the fourth end. This one is definitely out there. Rachel Schleckler trying to carve this one over. It's got a ways to go.
Looking to take away that corner run back.
Don't set up some drag. They'll get it right onto nose.
I think that's good enough there.
Is there an in-off double?
There might be a I think there's a redirect there too. It's a similar idea to the corner run back, but you play that tight to the corner guard and you might be able to get rid of all of them for 3.
I don't want to take all the credit for that shot. Travis Tokars just sent me a photo saying that's what he would play. Tokars is also in the competition here. Obviously, he is not playing tonight. Otherwise, he shouldn't be texting me.
Yeah, hopefully he's not on the ice right now.
Tokar's getting a scouting report in as he plays the loser of this match tomorrow. And so, okay, while I was rumbling on about randomness, what have they decided?
Looks like Matt thinks he can spill both of the reds by ticking this red here, and maybe holding the 2 yellows that are already in play.
Okay, I'm gonna try and work this replay at the same time here. We might get a McEwen after this shot. Mary Angle on the sweep, gets it by the guard. What's gonna happen here though? Bang, bang. And nothing will touch the first and second shot. And that'll leave a score of 1 for Hall. And we got a tie game. And we got the fourth end break coming up. So take a bathroom break, ladies and gentlemen. Grab a beer or 2. And we will see you after the break.
Yes, yes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh boy.
Back.
We are back almost after the fourth end break. Quick little break for the players. Joshua getting a slide in. There you can see James the Ice Maker giving a quick mop on the fourth end break.
All right, here we go. Second half.
Starting off by a guard by Mary, just missing the center line. Obviously, the no-tick rule is in effect, but that only applies if your rock is touching the center line. And, well, there's a rock on the center line. Not where they want it to go. Obviously, Criton with hammer, trying to play the draw around top 4 or top 8.
There we got 2 center guards up front now, and Mary's looking to come around the stagger.
Yeah, if she can make this, that'd be really good for Team Hall, especially with that stagger that Criton did not want to throw. Ashley now taking the sweep. Josh laying off. The weight was good. Line was just not quite there.
Looking for the
Rachel.
hit and roll under.
Yeah. Did they call the hit and roll away?
Like he motioned for underneath, trying to play this tight to the guard and get
I don't
behind.
know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who's right. Rachel and her second rock here in the second half of the game. Trying to curl it. And they will roll it away. Look at that, hey?
Look at that.
Hall will play the hit and roll back. Second, Josh Mattern. Joshua curling 63% after 4 ends of play. Mary Angle just cleaning the rock. No, she's sweeping it a little bit more. Back to cleaning. In comes Ashley, a couple late licks. Try and get some curl. This one's going to be close. Matt with the sweep. Try and get it under cover. And we'll stop edge on edge with the red guard. Really close throw there by Josh.
Absolutely. Almost ended up in the exact same spot where it was a rock ago.
I think it did. Deja vu. So are they trying to roll under the guard or roll away?
I once again saw the motion to go underneath, but we'll see.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the roll away option then. The ladies are on this one, trying to get it by. Oh! Okay, I guess they were playing your shot on that one. So I guess we are both 1-1 on predictions.
Got a sliver underneath. Matt is looking at maybe going around the wide side. Once again, like you mentioned, this wouldn't look quite as good from the lefty hack. Josh wouldn't have quite as much of it.
Benefited him in the first two ends on shots that would have been not so good for the right-hander's hack, and now there's been a few that don't benefit him quite as much. As you can see, that's the rock that they are chasing, and that is second Joshua Mattern, the lefty. You got Mary working on this one. It's getting close to the red, but you got to get it even closer. Ashley coming in, trying to get it to curl. We'll get to nose, maybe a hair low. Matt Hull trying to sweep that red out, and it'll stop back of the 12, leaving yellow shot for the moment.
All right, I'm going to pick they're going to hit and roll away this time.
Yeah, you can't keep changing your answer. Kyle Turpin's last rock in the fifth end. They're going to try and get this one to move over. You got to hang over on the wing. It is coming in, but will it stick? And it will not. Although I got to give you credit, Clyder. You did have the right shot in mind.
2 out of 3?
Yeah, not bad. You never gave me a chance to guess on that one, though.
No.
Okay, I'm going to guess they're playing the out-turn draw.
I won't challenge you on that one.
You don't think they're guarding?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Ashley looking to put this one top 4, top button.
Joshua Mattern now behind the rock, going back to his known side for sweeping. In those white shoes with green accent. Getting it to curl and for distance at the same time. No knifing motion there. And we'll go just almost full 4. Dead buried, and a nice draw there by Ashley.
Great spot. It looks like they might have enough of this red to run it back and stuff it right on the yellow. Gonna give it a go. If it's ever missed a little wide, you do leave that yellow under cover. So looking to either stuff it there, or if you're a little on the inside line, you're still gonna be okay here.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Seltzer with the throw. Rachel with the sweep. They got to avoid the yellow here. I think they're going to go all over it and miss the red and just get the one yellow guard.
Like I was saying, that is the way to miss it, though. It gives you some options here. Opens up that yellow and forces Team Hall to have to guard it up again.
Tavino and her second rock in the fifth end.
We're working hard on this one.
Mary and Josh are known to be same side sweepers, meaning Mary is on the side that she almost never sweeps on. I guess Josh won the battle of, I'm not moving, you move. So, like I said, the winner of this game plays the winner of Shutra and Meacham, and they're both currently have the same score as ours, 3-3 in the fifth. And the third game on the ice is Mulaney versus Brendan Ross from Moose Jaw, and that is 2-1 for Mulaney playing the fourth.
And he's going to have a great one here, right to the nose.
A Mandy Dandy.
And great sweep from Kyle and Rachel there to get that one by. Great weight control. Great shot.
Lying 2 with last rock.
Bit of a decision to be made here for the Hall team.
Yeah, looks like he's wanting to play the chase. Mr. Matthew Hall and his first rock.
Veteran mixed player as well.
Yes.
Played in quite a few mixed nationals and some great
Representing
success in
Ontario. Yeah, you said it. Looking to play a soft weight hit on this one. Mary on her weak side. It's got to power through here. You got to get this one by, Mary. And it will tick the guard, and it'll remain on the center line, exposing 3/4 or 7/8 of shot rock. Not discussing with Josh on what went wrong there.
Now Mitch and his team is going to be looking to lie 3 here and put some pressure on the Hall team here in the fifth end.
Hall struggling a little bit tonight. I have him at 50% after 4 ends of play, and that last shot there did not help his cause. And he's going up against Mitch Criton, who was curling 84% after 4 ends of play.
For Mitch here on this one, it's important to make sure that you still always have a shot wherever Matt loses his last one. Because if this is made really good, Matt might just elect to come around with the in-turn and go right to the button where he can't chase it out. So placement on this one's still fairly important here, and leave it up to the sweepers to manage and get into a good spot.
Criton is first. Looking like he's going to score a bunch this end. Got to make this one, get the angles right though, so that Hall has nothing. Chirpin now putting his head down, going for the full sweep. You got to get it by the guard though first, and it'll tick the guard and not roll in, but it does guard the shot rock.
Absolutely, yeah. It keeps that one protected. It essentially leaves Matt Hall almost one option. I think his only option is to go to the back 4 and try to lose it right underneath everything.
I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, if he does that, Criton might be looking at the run stuff for 3 maybe. But Hall's got to be shot rock here first, obviously.
Ryan's looking good on this one. Does he have the right speed? Loses it right under everything. Great shot. Top of the button. I think Mitch is going to have to take on this run back to try to score 2. It looks like it might jam at the back. If he hits it perfect, maybe he can squeeze it by for 3, but likely a really good chance at 2 still.
Yeah, it looks... I think it's stuffing all day unless you somehow catch this middle red at a thin angle, but you stuff it, you get your 2. You're up 2 after 5.
Absolutely. Main thing is make contact and get that yellow out of the forefoot here. Very timely shot for Matt Hall there to put some pressure on, or to force Mitch to make a good one here to score his 2.
Yes, it was. Almost a game saver type shot there from Mr. Hall. See what Criton has in return. A beauty draw followed by a beauty potential double runner to put up a crooked number. We'll find out. Mitch Criton, last rock in the 5th end. Looking to take the lead. Kyle cleaning it out of the hand. In comes Rachel. Rachel carving it over. You got to get this rock close to nose. Hits it and will run it by. And will be a steal of 1 for Hall. And he'll take the lead back. 4-3, Matthew Hall, after 5 ends of play.
Developed over a decade in collaboration with the finest ice makers this side of the Atlantic, the Pebblehead PB5 is nothing short of a triumph of sophistication and craftsmanship. Weighing less than half its lumbering copper predecessors, yet boasting 10-fold their durability, the PB5 delivers perfect, consistent ice, time after time. The PB5 by Pebbleheads.com, the apex of ice-making ingenuity for the roaring game of curling.
Brett, come on, man. I know Aztec's #1 for online safety training, but we really should be out here practicing.
I know, guys. I'll be right there. Just let me finish this course on gas detection. Wait. Do you smell that?
You're not allowed in here.
All right.
We are back.
Here we go. 6th end. 1 point lead for Team Hall. Criton with the hammer. What more could you ask for? 1 point game.
Mary with the nice guard on her first. And a pretty good draw on her second. If you want to be picky, you could say that that is 1 rock too deep, but still touching the center line, or the tee line and the center line, I guess. Lead, Rachel Schlettler. I tried to say it again, probably butchered it again. Looking to play the freeze.
Really good.
Couple late licks, and that is a really, really nice freeze there from Rachel.
Very well managed to get that to curl up enough at the end as well from the sweep from Mandy there. Yellow still appears to be shot. But a great
Can't get
useful
anything
rock.
past you there, Clyder.
Great useful red rock there though. That's in a good spot.
Oh, absolutely it is. Josh now trying to get to nose. Freeze it on there or tap it if the angle is there. Ashley now getting in Mary's way, trying to carve this thing over. And that is another draw that comes up late for Mattern.
Interesting choice here now. There's a stagger out in front, and that red isn't easily accessible to get at.
No, so they're going around the corner guard. Now that is a high corner, so it will be chaseable, especially from Josh's lefty hack.
Yeah, Kyle will be looking to make sure that this one's open on the wide side, if anything. Don't want to show the inside of the rock here. It's looking really good for line. Great shot there.
Nice draw there.
Couldn't really walk that one down any better.
No,
Really
you
good
couldn't.
spot.
Now are they playing the run back here?
I think he called to ignore it and come around the center.
Yeah, you're right. That doesn't look
Okay.
like Josh's peel weight slide.
So game on. They're playing for the angles battle in the middle.
Mary's going to have to really work to get this one by, and they're already on the guard quite early from Mattern.
I will say, I think Josh has over-curled with that rock on almost every shot so far with his second rock thrown. I don't know if there's something going on there or...
Yeah, you might be onto something there. Fourth end he made a shot with that rock, and the first end he made a shot with that rock. But other than that, it's been a half shot at best case scenario. Well, Kyle trying to get rid of these center guards as Criton has hammer. Makes the 1 and 2 go away and roll for another corner. How are you?
That is a great shot. Really nice pair from Kyle there. 2 in a row. Great touch shot. Great peel. Open things up and get access at that red rock in there.
Just want to give a shout out to my buddy Dawson Dunlop, who decided to tune in on this Friday night of curling.
It's a member of the Slamas Thursday night team who came off a big win last night. Big steal of 4 and 7.
They're on a heater. Don't let their 11 losses distract you.
They're on their way up.
Nothing can stop me. Well, Josh is able to, Ashley is able to remove the red off the center line, but if you, freeze there, or well, I would be just playing the hit and freeze on the button.
Yeah. You're usually a good angle reader guy. Do you think you can double those and spin it up?
I
Or
think
they just
you
a bit
definitely.
too close. You could.
I think you are. It is super thin, and it almost seems like you peel weight would be too much.
Mhm.
It's tough to say what the right weight is. Martensville got some new rocks a couple years ago, so they are lively, just like you would see on the arena surfaces, like the Bry or the Slams. There's a better look at it there.
You might be able to make the double and roll up. They're definitely taking, looks like the double on.
They are taking it on. Mandy Seltzer looking for a nice highlight reel shot. Kyle working on this one. You got to catch it real thin. And hits about a quarter rock. But they will lie 3.
Yeah,
Yep,
great
they were by
shot.
3 with last rock in the
What a shot.
all-important even end, 6th end of an 8-end game. Yeah,
what a great shot to spin that and make it even and spread out the house. Now Team Hall's sort of got to throw a freeze to try to get out of it.
they're all in now. Ashley Teveno. Can she be clutch here and save Team Hall from disaster? Joshua has his head down. I think it looks close. He was on, off, on, off. Now he's hopping over, trying to get a little bit of curl. If line's good, you got to hammer this one. And a great sweep and a great shot by Ashley. Red is still shot, but that yellow ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Mitch and Mandy want to take the run back on or if they're just looking for a straight peel and being patient, because it looks like they're shot back there.
They are shot, but they're playing the peel, I think. Watch out for this yellow jamming on your right-hand side there on the left screen. Actually, watch out for the shooter coming in on the other red as well. Uh-oh, he heard me. A little bit of discussion now. The teams with 8.5 minutes to finish this end play the 7th end and the 8th end. Well, it looks like they went back to call A.
Kyle trying to get some extra curl out of this rock.
They might run this by. Are they going to pick the yellow clean? No, they will stuff the yellow and leave it half buried. Not what Seltzer wanted to do there at all. Hall still has to be careful, though. That yellow is accessible from the outturn side.
Especially, yeah, I agree with you. They got the two red biters hanging around. Or I guess not biters, but 2 reds hanging around. So where this rock goes is very important still.
Okay, so he's got the broom edge of 4. Must be playing the guard. Put the guard right on that C of Grand Slam of curling logo. Guard the right-hand side of that yellow. Depth-wise, not as important, obviously, anywhere in front. But right on that logo would be plan A. Josh with the full lean out of the hand. You do that when it's light and save your energy for the strokes on the second half. There he's going now. Hopping over to the Mary's side to try and get some curl here. If you're going to miss, you got to be on the right-hand side of that rock.
Got to go to get it over. They do. Great sweep there. Does it get enough of it covered, though?
It is fully buried, but you can't even see it on our right-hand side of the screen, so it is a very high guard. And with the curl that James gets here, I think it is. You can throw just enough weight to push that yellow just through the house, I believe.
Yeah. I agree with you with that guard being that high. I don't know if it's actually in play for this shot. Might be still more concerned about the tighter guard almost.
Yeah, you're right. If you hair that top one, you're probably hitting the 3 guard.
Absolutely. Especially depending on their weight choice. If you're throwing just through the house weight, I'm thinking the same.
Well, so here's a timely shot for Mitch Criton.
He's been pretty solid tonight here.
He has been the best player on the ice tonight, according to my stats.
Really, and like you said, this would be a timely shot here.
Looking like a hack waiter at most. You got Kyle on the inside, picking it up early. Hasn't lifted his head once. He's got to go.
By the
Gets
top
the
one.
front one. Rachel on it to curl it over now. Makes contact just off nose. And how far will this yellow go? Stops back of the 8. Second shot. Leaves red sitting 1.
No hesitation from Matt Hall here to get the broom down and try to lose it again to the back 4.
Wow, you're talking about a foot or two more weight from... I mean, it wouldn't change the call here for Hall, but would definitely add a lot more pressure.
Absolutely. That was a great go at it, though. Great shot, great sweep. Sitting the 1. Definitely an opportunity for 2 this end still.
So just with my eye, that looks like less ice than I've seen for... It's edge of 8 for center line, and he's got just outside edge of 4 for edge of... Trying to go edge of button here. Might flick this one out a little wide.
Not touching it yet.
That's
It's not curling either.
That's not tight, I'll tell you. Oh. Well, see if you can freeze it on nose here. Yep, Mary goes to try and take away a double. But it looks like just a wide open nose hit for 4 here for Criton.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks edge to edge, and you get to nose with. You don't have to throw it really hard either. The nose should get you 3 for sure, and then if you get
you're right. It is edge on edge.
More weight. Yeah,
those are shots
a little more weight.
For Hall. You can look back on and be like, oh, the tolerance. Like, you know, you could be top 12 and be better, but you're obviously in the moment, and you know you want to make the shot perfectly. Just a little bit too much weight on that one, and here we are. Criton left with a double for 4, but he's got to make it as it is edge on edge.
It's been solid for most of the night. A chance to really take control of the game here.
Criton, chance to go up 7-4 in the ever important 6th end of an 8-end game. Rachel picking it up out of the hand. This one is moving. She's got to hold it there. Now Kyle coming in a couple of licks. A little bit of curl. Gets the one, gets the other, and you can count those one up. That's a 4 ball for Criton in the 6th end. And we'll take a 7-4 lead after 6.
What a great shot.
Very nice. I'm not even going to press the replay button.
Yeah, we don't know what the replay is going to be.
All right, see you after the break.
Aztec Safety is #1 for online safety training.
Aztec Safety is the proud sponsor of the Aztec Safety Challenge, the #1 event on the World Curling Tour.
And Aztec Safety has been a proud sponsor of Team Jacobs on our quest to represent Canada at the Olympic Games.
Of everything. All right.
Back again.
Corner guard is up to start the 7th.
Top 4 and a corner guard. Good start by both teams.
Mitch Criton and team in control now, looking to just put them in the house and likely try to keep things clean this end. Great pair there from Rachel.
Very nice. Up by 3. Just getting rocks in the house. Hall is obviously going to ignore those and throw up the double corners here on opposite sides. Try and make these even Steven if possible. Ashley just cleaning.
Even Steven.
Even Steven, that's right. Matt should be yelling that right now so that they know. Where do you want this rock, Matt? Where do you want it? Well, okay, that's fine as well. Potential double peel later, potentially, but Criton throwing up the center guard, and then you're going to see Josh try and rattle those around. Cal Turpin looking for the center guard. Rachel and Mandy on the sweep. Just cleaning it. And we'll be just short of the rings.
Great spot, though. Nice and tight to the house. Makes it so there's no room to chase around the middle and move things around. Forces Josh to play the run back here.
Here's Joshua Mattern trying to make contact with the ones in the rings. And we'll run it by all again. The runbacks just quite haven't been there today for Team Hall.
No, well, definitely was important to keep the shooter there.
Yes.
Now,
I was surprised that they played that much weight at it, considering how important keeping your shooter is.
I agree. Looks like Mitch Criton's going to take on the double peel like you mentioned.
And there we go. Write that down, fans. I'm right again.
We'll give you that one.
Okay. Kyle Turpin hasn't missed in a while.
The commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse. Kyle.
1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry about that one. That is on me. It's true, It always happens. Commentator says this pitcher hasn't give up a home run in a while. Guess what the next pitch is going to be? Meatball.
Out of the park.
Let's switch the camera view here. Joshua being asked to draw around Mary's second corner guard there on the left-hand side. Ashley and Mary on the broom. Ashley in the blue sweater, Mary in the black. Got to get this one by, though. I don't know if it's got the weight. It's got the weight, but does not have the line.
Another overcurl with Josh's second rock there.
Holy. Only if you were out there to let him know.
It's easier when you're watching from here.
That's true. Now I know what Dean goes through every game.
So true.
Well, like we mentioned, and I'll mention it again, the winner of this plays the winner of Shooter and Meacham, and they are tied 6-6 in the 7th end. Meacham with last rock. And the other game out there, Mulaney versus Ross. Mulaney is up by 4 in the 6th end, 6-2, and Ross has hammer. A score of 4 in the 5th end for Mulaney is where the lead comes from there. Here's Mandy. Trying for the double peel. Rachel with the sweep. Kyle taking it over. We'll get the one and bump the other one just short of the rings and lose the shooter. So a good shot there by Mandy. Almost bumped the yellow in.
Absolutely. Those guards are tight to the house now too, so fairly a little bit easier to run back if needed. I thought we might see Matt try to use these as a guard and maybe draw around them.
Now here's a guy
like...
who knows what he's talking about.
But moving them is pretty great call too, and try to get one in behind.
Yeah, there are 2 guards to roll behind, right? So hopefully you're behind one of them. And Ashley will lie 1, but leaving her shooter 7/8, maybe even 15/16 open.
15/16.
Every inch matters in curling.
Game of inches.
Mandy's final rock in the 7th end. Growing 68% here in the 7th. Rachel with the sweep to curl. And we'll get it with ease and roll over. And red is like 2. And another nice throw there by Mandy. And a great sweep by Rachel.
Absolutely. Mission accomplished. Get rid of that yellow.
Now we'll see how I'll ignore those and have Ashley come around to play the draw. Here in the 7th, Ashley Teveno curling 66%. None of that matters now if you can make this one. You got to score at least 2 here this end if you're Hall. Mary just, just a little bit of a dusting. Josh takes over to get some curl. And this looks like it's going to be a really nice shot. And it is. Ashley Teveno behind cover, lying 1.
Well managed there. From great throw, great sweep, great line call. Just a great team shot there to lose that right underneath.
So you'll see a 7-foot run back attempt here by Mitch Criton, who is at 79% after 6 ends of play. So 2 rocks here to go for both teams, and 1 more end to go, and you can see Criton's time is under 4 minutes. Now they do have a 1.5 minute time out, but quite a bit less time than Team Hall at the moment.
Absolutely. Be efficient with his last rock here, and they should be in good shape still.
Kyle with the curl, back to Rachel, hits it, stuffs it, and it will roll over.
That is close.
Let's see how zoom in we can get.
We have had quite a few of these tonight that are just really close. I don't know if Matt Hall has a choice.
I'm going with the yellow on that one.
You got yellow?
I got yellow.
Yeah, it almost looks like a little bit more white on the outside, hey?
That's what I'm looking at, yeah. It's tough to tell with the 4 foot. You got the dancing blue head there.
Yeah.
Blue Man Group coming to Martensville.
Be interesting to see. I think either way this makes sense though. I think you have to ignore that one.
Yeah,
And
just draw
worst
around.
case-
You just saw Ashley's. I'm assuming. I didn't, but I'm assuming Matt has a hog time on Ashley's. The sweepers would be telling him what to throw. Mary
Yeah,
on
they
the
sure
right,
will.
Josh on the left.
Some good knowledge of what the speed is here.
Mary picking it up early though. Josh keeping the eyes up. Second sweeper doesn't do much early on. Now Josh takes over on the rock. He's making it curl. Coming behind the rock now to try and keep it straight. And that one is light as well. Just another light rock there by Matt as his last draw on the 7th went back 12. He just overcorrected. So just make this yellow go away. Mitch Criton's last rock. Make this, and it should force Hall to 1. Rachel on the sweep. Got to get by your red first, and does. And we'll roll under cover. Not that that shooter really matters. Getting rid of the yellow was important. If anything, now could be used as backing.
Team Hall, great end by Team Criton again. Look, forcing Hall to take his 1 here.
Yes. If there is ever an opportunity for Hall to take advantage, they just quite haven't been able to pull the string on it. Needs a piece of the 4-foot. Looking against 3. His Team Hall with the last rock in the 7th end. Got to score here or that's the game. Mary is on it. Joined now by Josh. Came up light on his last one. Did he pull the string again here? They got their heads down. Josh now takes over the rock, bringing a fresh sweeper. And it will not. Looks like that's 2 red, and Josh takes the glove off immediately. And that'll be the game. Steal of 2 means, if I do my math here, that is a score of 9-4 for Criton.
Some good math. That's some good math.
Quick math too. Which means Criton will play the winner of Shutra and Meacham. And as I'm looking at my bracket here, Hall will fall to play 10 a.m. Looks like Tokars. Hall versus Tokars tomorrow at 10 a.m.
That will be a C game. Is it a C quarter game?
That would be a C semi.
Or a C semi. Okay.
And then the C finals will be taking place at 2:30.
Awesome.
And playoffs starts 7 p.m. Saturday night. It's a page playoff. Both are at 7 p.m. and then semi at 10 a.m. Sunday, and then final is 2:30 p.m. So if you're looking for some more curling, you got the C event. Semifinals tomorrow, Saturday at 10 a.m. Thank you for tuning in to Curling Zone in Martensville. I'm joined by Rylan Kleider, and I am Trevor Johnson. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night, everybody. See you.
Hey, Mark, you ready for this game tonight?
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Cupsy, what are you doing over there?
Don't worry, boys. Was just on AztecSafety.com, took a fire extinguisher safety course. Paul, I'm putting out the fires from now on. Woo!